Okay, so this is the fifth time recording this. Oh my god. I checked the video and OBS did something where like my video was off center. So that sucks. So I have to record it, but hopefully this will be like within 10 minutes. And now that I've kind of warmed myself up playing 4 games of Valorant Swift player, I'll be better to like talk and play. I really don't know what to make the video about today, but fortunately enough for me, Jake Skate is the first to ask me a question, and we'll read it off here in a moment, just because it's a pretty cool question. But I do want to go more into detail about it in other videos, but I guess I could touch bases on it here. And he's like, I want to hear you talk about your favorite tournament series and the ones you felt impacted you the most, which is quite a few of them. Honestly, it was anything like, okay, if to put it in short terms, it's a lot of things, right? But and everything I've done kind of impacted me the most, right? Like going to I can't remember the name, but they were hosted by MacD in Pasadena in a church. I went to 2 of those. Those are the first tournaments I ever went to, and that impacted me to keep going on with the scene, but also to try commentary. It made me realize I wanted to more or less help out the scene rather than play games in the scene. Like I love it. I love playing the game, but I mean realize I wanted to help out more, which is kind of funny. Like most people just want to keep playing the game and try to be the best they can. But this one definitely helped me like realize like I want to play more games in the scene. If anything, I want to play more games. I do want to play more games in the scene, but like help out in the scene, if anything. And yeah, that made me realize that. So that tournament was pretty pivotal to me. Fire and Dice, and I'm going to touch a little bit of base here because some people may not remember Fire and Dice. They were the first to create a foundation post what would become the kind of dumpster fire that was Final Battle of a tournament. They were the first to create a foundation and of like tournaments and make a regional, and that was pretty big. But also that would like be the tournament I get my start at commentary at, but also practice commentary because I wasn't great. And as well as it would be the tournament where it would just like I love card games and would like reignite my fire for card games. So that was a pretty big one, super important one because I was going to college and Fire and Dice was like near my college. So sometimes like after college I would go to Fire Dice, or I would like stick around to go there. And it was like really hard for me to go there sometimes because I wouldn't have a car. But so yeah, there's that. Getting a car is super important for Smashers, but a lot of Smashers disregard that. Hold on, I'm about to might win or lose a battle here.
One enemy remaining.
Wave crashing. No charges. Walls up.
Now we got it. It's just a sage. I put all that, but it doesn't matter. It's like towards the end of the round. Ooh, I love this one. But pretty important tournament to me, but also to like SoCal. It was like it was a very very big tournament where 2GG would create the infrastructure for regionals and majors. Fire and Dice kind of like held the ground for a while to have locals, and they were the first to do a regional post final battle because for a while there was a bad taste in regionals for a lot of people's mouths because final battle was hosted by another team and that did pretty well, but there was just a lot of like confused. I honestly think it should have just been a Smash 4 tournament, but it was also a Brawl tournament, and it was hosted in like one of the last like arcades for a time, and then that place ended up closing.
Water rising.
I got 105. I know I hit him in the head,
Spike down B.
but yeah, that would be pretty big. That would be pretty big tournament. Fire Days. So, and then obviously MSM was a big one. But honestly, if I were to go in order here before I talk about MSM, it would probably be, and these are kind of in order. It would probably be MSM to Hat to MSM Online, and then honorable mention to WNF because I love watching fighting games in general. Like the FGC has a pretty soft spot in my heart. So I don't want to do more stuff with FGC this year if possible, but we'll see. We will definitely see if that's a possibility. But if it's possible, I mean, it's just an expense, like trying to get PS4s and all that kind of stuff. But enough of that. Going back to it. So yeah, I would start doing MSMs slowly. So the order it would go is I would start going to MSMs in 2018, and then start doing hats in 2019, late 2018, 2019, and then the pandemic hit, and I started doing MSM online. And those tournaments, like me getting used to doing commentary, would be MSM, right? And then me breaking out into commentary would be MSM, and then me helping out 2GG, like kind of like a 2GG internship in a sense, would be hat. Because I live in the valley, and then needed people who live in the valley. It was like me and Quan in a sense, but Quan lived more towards like K-Town, and I lived in the valley, so kind of like a middle point for me and Quan. So that was a thing, and yeah, those would be pretty important tournaments to me. Fire and Dice was a pretty big tournament. I don't kind of want to go more into that, because it is a pretty big conversation, almost like an interview. Maybe I could do something like that. More of like a history interview of like the Smash scene, but also I want to do other broader videos other than Smash. So we'll get into more things as things go. Oh, I died, but I got one. Yeah, there's more I could go into that I really want to touch bases on, but yeah, definitely two big ones. All of them are big ones, because Hat would be the one that, like, again, internship at 2GG into like doing all of MSM and majors in 2019 and other big tournaments in 2019, and then 2020 starting off really strong with 2G, and then unfortunately the pandemic hit, and then I did a lot of MSM online, and then started helping out for MSM offline and coming up with stuff like that. And then yeah, 2GG would have its door shut down. There's a lot of plans that I have in the works. There was a lot of plans that are going to happen, but there's also things that I'm still working to possibly happen this year that I do want to go into. And maybe afterwards, I'll talk about them and like the thought process. But yeah, Fire and Dice, pretty big one. Pretty big one. Fire and Dice and MSM. The MACD tournaments in Pasadena, which the name escapes me at this moment. Those are introduced me to the scene, but made me realize I kind of want to do other things other than be a competitor. I do want to be a competitor, but I want to do more. So yeah, there's that. I think low-key, this is kind of where I can end the video, but I also want to keep going just to finish off this round. this Swift play. So, yeah, otherwise this video would end. Yeah, hopefully I'm not at the 10-minute mark. Let me take a quick look. Because I would love to be at... No, I'm at like the 8-minute mark. Yeah, the point of these is for me to try to keep these... I'm sorry, the gameplay disappeared here. The point of these is for me to try to have these within 10 minutes. Try to keep it under 15 in my honest opinion. I kind of want to make these shorter. But 10 minutes... 10 to 15 minutes is the sweet spot. So I'm at 7 minutes. So hopefully we don't go over that. Because honestly, it's just me talking.
Water rising.
Let's see. Yeah, I don't want to go over that time. I do want to make short form content. So we're trying to get into the habit of getting into 10 to 15 minutes. A little bit of variety play.
Flooding them.
There's somebody behind me, I think. No. He's right here.
Careful.
I'm pointing at the wrong spot. Jesus Christ.
Last player standing.
Walls up.
One enemy remaining.
No! 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 I had it! Oh, man. I blew that. I should have just fought. I should have fought and just jiggle peek each one of them. I had it. I'm sad. I'm really sad about that. But like I said, trying to come up with short form or content. So, like I said, 10 to 15 minutes is the sweet spot. I wish something that OBS and Stream Deck can come up with is maybe when you hit the record button, because I'm using a Stream Deck to make sure I like press the record instead of like manually going into it, you can have a timer of how long your video is. That'd be pretty sick. That's pretty good life of quality change that could be added into it.
I have the spike.
I think I can wall this from here. Yeah. Yeah.
Still in sight.
Wave crashing.
Please plant, Rena. Okay. But yeah, those are pretty cool life quality change. So like I like a timer, or maybe there is one and I just need to look at it. But like a timer on the record button when you hit record. That's a good life quality change, if you ask me. So hopefully they do that. There's somebody behind us, yeah.
Water rising.
One
Oh, I got the headshot too. No, I aimed way too off. I had the right area, I think, but I aimed way too off. Either way, we won the round. I just aimed too off. Oh, nice, what a kill.
point. We're here.
Match point. Hopefully we win this one. But yeah, those are cool things. Sorry, there's nothing else Smash related for me to talk to. We had like I think I might have said this already. We're at 190 entrants away from MSM. Like 100. Oh my god, we're at 190 entrants at the time of this recording for MSM0. It would be cool if we get 200 plus, but we might hit that. But if we don't, we don't.